Meeting after that.
You didn't leave the meeting. We have recorded everything in here. In Learnivio, even if you leave the meeting for 2 minutes and you join back, your time will be recorded that how many minutes you are in the meeting. It is digital. We are not going to do it with pen and writing. Even if I'm going to share you each and everything, whether you are present, which class you missed, which test you gave, everything is being on the platform. Everything is being recorded. Even I keep my camera shut down, then it is recording. Then how much duration I'm keeping my camera shut down. For how much time I'm keeping my mute mic muted. So you have to keep in mind this, that every student here, that let me explain you one simple thing in a 2 minutes, that why we are just doing this one, so that there is an online platform. You know that the demerit and merit of online platform. The students are very much addicted with their mobile phones. Okay, and if even if and even if I'm allowed to write to keep my camera turned off, what I will do, I will give you the question, I will start using my phone. I have an headphone. If you ask me some question, I can reply it from there, and I can walk from here to here. Similar condition is for the student also. Students, if they don't open the cameras, it might be possibility that they must be addicted to some other stuff which is not interesting, like which is more interesting than the studies. Like you may scroll your uh mobile phone, you can use the reel. You can use multiple apps for the same time, man. So that's why camera is important, because it is of a responsibility to teach the student. Why we keep the student for the eight, maximum eight in a batch? It is just because when you are teaching the student in a maximum of eight, it is experimentally being observed that even when there are the eight student in a row, you can ask them, question them. Okay, like I remember you na. But if suppose there are 100 students in the class, will I be remember that Ayan left the class? I asked the question from the Ayan. I said Ayan to this one. I remember each and everything. So this small batch is just because to remove the demerit of online. This is much better than the offline classes. If you study here thoroughly and you start studying properly, start maintaining the notes, we are sure that we are just providing the 100% marks in maths and science. There are so many students here. So just concentrate on the studies and don't try to, even if you are drinking water, if you are eating something, let it be. I know that it might be a dinner time. Please don't turn off your camera. Let you are eating it, let have a sip, then start it. Let it be. I'm just allowing you for this one. Because you are the kids, you must take the nutrition if it is a time for the dinner. But try to avoid this. Okay. You cannot do the every time you are taking dinner and something. I'm just teaching you your, because there is a, because you all are visible on my screen. I can see every student. Okay, so you all are visible. You each other cannot see, but I can see all of you. So that's why I'm saying that please try to, everyone. Yes, you Faizan and Ibad, I am explaining you to not to turn the off the camera and still you turn off. Hmm? So in the previous class, dear students, we were discussing uh, the chemical equations. I told you that how to write the chemical formula. And if Ibad, especially I teach Ibad, and then we discuss the redox reactions. But redox reaction is important. Let's try. Let's in today's class we're going to discuss that what are exothermic reaction and endothermic reactions, and later we're going to discuss the uh, some important portion of this chapter. Okay. So if I'm talking about the redox exothermic reaction, what is exothermic reaction? Tell me, what is exothermic reaction?
Reaction in which heat gets released.
The reaction in which heat get released. Okay. So the reaction in which heat is released during the reaction. The reaction in which heat is released during the reaction, we call it exothermic reactions. You are very much familiar that, for example, and why sometimes the heat is being released and sometimes the heat is being given. This is very simple reason that why does sometimes the heat is being released during the reaction and sometimes the heat is not being released. Okay. So let me explain you. Like for example, if I'm having a ball here, okay, a ball here, and it is placed Okay, here. And if this ball is placed at the top of this inclined plane, so do you think that this ball will comes automatically downward?
Yes. Yes.
Why
Yeah.
it will, yeah, it will comes downward. Why it will comes downward? Because you see that its potential energy is more, and it's means when it comes to the bottom, its potential energy is less. Okay, here it is more and here it is less. So it will comes automatically downward. Okay, and such reactions in chemistry we called it is spontaneous reaction that occurs by their own. So anything that like you have water filled in your tank, okay, and you see that water it automatically comes into the tap without using the pump. But if you want to fill the water from ground to the top, then you need to use a pump. Okay, then you need to use the pump. Then what you are doing here is that similarly, Abdul Kavi, I am allowing you to, if you are eating something during the class, let it be. If you are taking a tea, coffee, you can have your cup along with it, and you are allowed in my class. I am allowing you, but please do not turn off your camera. Okay, you are allowed to eat anything. You can take a sip. I too can make a cup of tea, and several times I used to. You are allowed. You are at home. You are allowed to eat anything, do anything, but you are not allowed to turn off your camera. Okay, so if you are having something to eat, you can take it, and enjoy it the freely the class. बिल्कुल क्लास को अच्छे से एंजॉय करो, एकदम कंसंट्रेशन के साथ. तो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ कि अगर हमारे पास अ, कोई भी रिएक्शन कब नीचे आ सकती है, डाउनवर्ड आ सकती है, उसका सिंपल सा रीजन यही है कि रिएक्शन जो है वो सिंपल डाउनवर्ड आ सकती है या एक्सोथर्मिक हो सकती है अगर उसके रिएक्टेंट की एनर्जी ज्यादा है. इफ द रिएक्टेंट्स आर एट हाई एनर्जी लेवल एंड इफ दे शिफ्टेड एंड दे फॉर्म सम अदर कंपाउंड, देन इन दैट केस और उसकी दूसरा कंपाउंड फॉर्मेशन के बाद अगर उसकी एनर्जी कम होती है, तो उस दौरान हम बोलेंगे कि वो रिएक्शन प्रोसीड कर सकती है, आगे जा सकती है. समझ आया? यस और नो? सो एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन के अंदर जो रिएक्टेंट होता है उसकी एनर्जी ज्यादा होती है और प्रोडक्ट की एनर्जी कम होती है. अच्छा, ये भी ऐसा है कि सपोज करो कि अगर मैंने बात किया कि सपोज मैंने लिया कार्बन. कार्बन व्हेन बर्न्स इन ऑक्सीजन इट विल गिव्स यू H2, सॉरी CO2. ठीक है, और सपोज करो कि मैंने H2 लिया, O2 लिया और इन दोनों को मिला करके मैंने H2O बनाया. ठीक है, H2O बनाया. अब अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर H2O की, ठीक है, H2O की, तो ये जो H2 है, ये जो प्रीवियस बॉन्ड है दे आर गोइंग टू ब्रेक, ये टूटेंगे. ऑक्सीजन के बीच में डबल बॉन्ड है, ये टूटेगा और नए बॉन्ड्स बनेंगे. नए बॉन्ड्स बनेंगे. ठीक है, नए बॉन्ड्स बनेंगे. तो ये बात हमेशा याद रखिएगा कि ओके फैजान, यू कैन गो एंड जस्ट कम बैक फास्ट. ठीक है, तो अगर मैंने बोला कि H2 आपस में जो है यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी बॉन्ड टूट रहा है, ये जब भी बॉन्ड टूटता है, क्योंकि हाइड्रोजन अपने आप में स्टेबल है. सपोज करो कि तुम्हारे पास अभी कोई एक जॉब है और तुम उससे कुछ कमा रहे हो. ठीक है, तो अगर तुम्हें अपनी जॉब छोड़नी है और तुम्हें कोई दूसरी जॉब पर शिफ्ट होना है, तो तुम क्या करोगे? पहले तो कुछ दिन के लिए जॉब छूटेगी, तुम्हारा लॉस होना शुरू होगा कि नहीं होगा? उसके बाद हो सकता है कि तुम्हें एक अच्छी जॉब मिले जो प्रीवियस वन से भी ज्यादा अच्छी हो, तो तब तुम्हें फायदा होगा छोड़ने. समझ आया? तो हाइड्रोजन अभी अच्छा है, दोनों आपस में मिले हुए, दे आर गुड. ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन दे आर बॉन्डेड टुगेदर, दे आर गुड एंड हैप्पी. सो व्हेन यू वांट टू सेपरेट देम इट इज देयर अनस्टेबल फॉर्म. जॉब छूट गई मतलब अलग अलग, ऑक्सीजन अलग अलग हो गए और जॉब छूट. लेकिन जैसे ही ये नई जॉब नया नया अरेंजमेंट से आएंगे, तो यहाँ पर इनको ज्यादा पे मिला, मतलब ज्यादा एनर्जी रिलीज हुई, जितनी प्रीवियस थी उससे ज्यादा रिलीज हुई. तो इस कंडीशन में हम बोलेंगे कि ये एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. यानी अगर रिएक्टेंट की एनर्जी ज्यादा है प्रोडक्ट की एनर्जी से, क्या बोला मैंने? इफ, या हम बोलेंगे द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू, या इफ द एनर्जी ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट इज मोर देन द प्रोडक्ट की एनर्जी से ज्यादा है, यानी यहाँ पर ज्यादा है और ये कम है. तो ज्यादा मान लेते हैं इसकी 800 जूल एनर्जी है, और ऐसा वाटर की फॉर्मेशन करने पर मान लेते हैं 500 जूल की एनर्जी पर आ गया, तो जो 300 जूल एनर्जी होगी वो इन्वायरमेंट में चली जाएगी. दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. तो सिंपल सी बात है, अगर हम बोलेंगे एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन की बहुत सारी डेफिनेशन हो सकती है, मैंने कई डेफिनेशन यहाँ पे लिखवाई हैं. सबसे पहले एक एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन जो है, द रिएक्शन इन विच हीट इज रिलीज ड्यूरिंग द रिएक्शन, ये तो बहुत सिंपल सी डेफिनेशन है। उसके बाद है द रिएक्शन इन विच एनर्जी सप्लाइड इज लेस, यानी आपने एनर्जी, बॉन्ड ब्रेक करने के लिए आपको एनर्जी देनी पड़ेगी ना। सपोज करो आपने हाइड्रोजन को तोड़ा तो पहले एनर्जी देनी पड़ेगी ना, बिकॉज दे वर स्टेबल एंड यू वांट टू सेपरेट देम। सो वेन एवर ओल्डर बॉन्ड्स आर ब्रोकन एंड न्यू बॉन्ड्स आर फॉर्म, जब भी ओल्डर बॉन्ड्स ब्रोक करते हैं और नए बॉन्ड्स की फॉर्मेशन होती है, समझ आया? तो हम बोलते हैं कि जब भी पुराना बॉन्ड टूटेगा तो एनर्जी देनी पड़ेगी। वेन एवर, ऑलवेज, एवरी टाइम व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू ब्रेक द बॉन्ड्स, एनर्जी इज बीइंग रिक्वायर्ड। और जब भी नया बॉन्ड बनेगा तो एनर्जी इज बीइंग रिलीज्ड, एनर्जी इज गोइंग टू बी रिलीज्ड। ओके, व्हेन न्यू बॉन्ड्स आर फॉर्म, is there any students who didn't understand Hindi? Is there any student here?
Me,
Junaid, you
I,
didn't understand Hindi?
no.
Okay, so why are you not telling me? It's just I'm teaching you some Chinese word, like I'm speaking sometimes in English, then again in Chinese, then some in English.
Uh, Sorry, everyone else understood, so I just try to understand you.
Okay, so why you are means keeping yourself silent for so long? So what I'm saying here is that whenever the older bonds are broken, okay, and new bonds are formed, there must be energy is being required to break the bonds. For breaking the bonds, you need required energy. And for when new bonds are formed, the new energy is released. So when you are supplying less energy to break the bond and new energy is released is large, then this type of reaction is known as exothermic reaction. The reaction in which energy supplied is less than the energy released during the reaction is called exothermic reaction. So and delta enthalpy, delta H for this type of reaction is negative. Okay, this type of, in chemistry we called it delta H is negative. Okay, understood? And
Yes,
exothermic reactions are spontaneous reaction in nature, means they because you know that, like for example, if I'm saying you burn initially you give coal. Okay, like for example, you have a, I'm going to give you a simple example. Like suppose you spend 100 rupees on a product. Okay, and you sell it for 120. You sell it for 120, 120. So now you spend 100, you buy it for 100 and you sell it for 120. So 20 is your profit. So will this company will keep on growing, or will it shut down? Will it keep on working because it is in the profit now? So you will
yes,
again from 120, you will buy again the product 100 rupee and you will again sell it to 120. Then again you have 100 rupees product. So you will keep on doing like this way, na? You will keep on doing like this way. So same thing is also here, that if for example, if I'm doing, like for example, if you burn carbon and oxygen, you to give carbon dioxide. Like suppose initially you required 10 joule of energy to initiate the carbon. And here you are having 100 joule of energy, new 100 joule of energy is released. So from this 100 joule of energy, again you will give 10 joule to the next carbon atom. And then 90 joule will be extra. Then again from that 100 joule, you will get 10 joule. So likewise, for example, you start burning coal. You are not going to ignite it again and again, because the heat that is being released during the combustion of carbon, it is again giving it to the next carbon atoms, and it is keep on going. So exothermic reactions are a spontaneous reaction, means they are keep on going reactions, and moreover they might require one time initiation energy. Like for example, if you start burning coal, burning magnesium ribbon, so for when you start burning magnesium ribbon, you initially started lightening it with them. But when it is start igniting, then a large amount of heat is released, and that heat is keep on used to keep on continuously produced. Okay, got it? Understood? Yes or no? So
yes,
same thing happens. So you have to memorize each and everything that is written for the exothermic reaction. The reaction in which heat energy is released during the reaction, energy in which heat supplied is less than the energy released during the reaction. Okay, and then exothermic reaction are spontaneous nature, i.e. they require one-time initiation energy. So don't write it first. You have to memorize. Then I will listen it from you. And then Faizan, now you okay?
yes.
Okay. Yes, you memorize this one, each and everything that is written on the screen. Then you start writing. First, I will listen it from you. Concentrate here, Faizan, now. Just learn it fast. Don't look at here and there. Concentrate here.
So what was enthalpy? Uh,
Yes, yes, I'm listening.
what is enthalpy?
Enthalpy means energy. Energy change. Delta means this triangle in chemistry means change.
Alright.
Yes, you memorize this one? Yes or no?
Yes.
Memorized? Yes or no? Faizan? Ibad?
Yes. Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
start writing. Start writing fast. So you done this one? Sorry, there was a call from the team institute. So you done?
Yes.
Noted, everyone? Yes, you Fazan, speak.
Yes.
What is exothermic reaction? Tell me. Speak.
The reaction in which energy heat is released during the reaction.
Another point.
For 1 minute.
1 minute. Yes, you Ibad.
So the spontaneous in nature.
They are spontaneous nature, and another. They require, i.e., they require one time initiation energy. Note it. If you miss something, please note it. Note it from here. They have negative enthalpies. Okay. They require less. The energy released. The energy supplied is less than the energy released during the reaction. This is the most important, and sometimes it is being asked in the MCQ definitions. You done? You noted? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Everything. And light, like the reactions, like magnesium when react with oxygen, it will give you magnesium oxide. These are all exothermic reaction. And the very popular that is being asked is calcium hydroxide when react with water. Calcium oxide when react with water, it will gives you calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide's common name is slag lime, and quick lime can be used here in place of calcium oxide. So it may be asked that quick lime and react with water. Is it exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction? So you have to write it properly, okay? Then you have to write all displacement reactions are isothermic in nature. So first of all, just write it fast. Write it fast. Done? Noted fast?
Yes.
Okay. Have you written that all displacement and double displacement reactions are exothermic in nature?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, चलिए अब मुझे फिर से let you tell me the definition for the exothermic reactions. ये वाली नहीं बतानी है कि that you are not going to tell me that exothermic reactions are those reactions that in which the heat is energy is released. इसके अलावा कोई और मुझे बताइए कुछ और तरीके से मुझे explain कीजिए what is exothermic reaction. Yes, you Junaid Ferdous, can you explain me that what is exothermic reaction?
It is a reaction where heat is released, and it is also a reaction where the energy supplied is less than the energy released.
Yes. Yes, you Ayan, can you tell me that enthalpy of exothermic reaction is positive or negative?
Negative.
Okay. Yes, you Faizan, can you tell me that uh, what is the other definition? What is the definition for the exothermic reaction?
Um, the reaction in which energy is is supplied, uh, which is supplied is less than the energy released.
During the reaction.
Yeah, during the reaction.
Okay. Yes, you Ibad, can you give an example, give two examples for the exothermic reactions?
uh, 2 mg plus O2
That gives you
gives it 2
fast
mgo plus heat or light.
to MgO plus.
2 mgo
Okay.
plus heat or
Another. Tell me what is the reaction when calcium oxide is going to react with water?
CaOH2.
CaOH whole twice. What is the name of what is the common name of this one?
It's slick.
What is the common name of CaOH whole twice? Yes, you and what is the common name for CaOH whole twice?
Slave lime.
Slag lime. Okay. Yes, you Zainab, can you tell me that what is the means whether the exothermic reactions are spontaneous in nature or non-spontaneous in nature?
Spontaneous in nature.
Spontaneous in nature. Spontaneous means what do you mean the word what do you mean by the word spontaneous? What do you mean by the word spontaneous? Anybody in the class? What do you mean by the word spontaneous?
Something that happens instantly with no
Yeah, yeah.
delay.
Yeah, something that is start automatically without requirement of any energy. Okay. Like for example, if you have a battery cell, you add it to your device, the gadget, it will start giving you the energy. Okay, so this is a spontaneous reaction that is taking place in the cell that is providing you energy. So that is spontaneous. For example, if you add some copper in copper sulfate solution, you add iron nail, so it will start automatically displacing the coppers from the copper sulfate solution. So that is called spontaneous. Any reaction that take its own by own. So if I'm saying that if they are spontaneous, they don't require external energy. So you see that carbon, if you start igniting your magnesium ribbon, if I'm saying that it is an exothermic reaction. So why magnesium, we know that magnesium we start burning, we need to start when we are going to start burning the magnesium, we need to provide its initial energy. So how it is spontaneous? How it is spontaneous? We are providing the energy. So it means that we are providing it one-time initiation energy. Now, once the reaction starts, then the whole magnesium ribbon, whether it is of 1 kilometer length, 2 kilometer length, it will keep on burning till the whole magnesium ribbon get burned. Okay. It does not require. But what is non-spontaneous reaction? Like for example, if you are doing the electrolysis of water, you are providing the electrolysis for water. So when the light is cut, the reaction is stopped, or it might go backward. So non-spontaneous reactions are those reactions that continuously require energy. If you stop supplying the energy, they will stop. They will not move forward. So they are non-spontaneous. But spontaneous are, they might require one-time initiation energy. When you start the energy, we don't require to keep on giving the energy. We stop giving the energy and we'll keep on going. They are spontaneous reaction. You understood now? Everyone in the class understood what is spontaneous, what is non-spontaneous reactions? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay. Next is types of reactions. I have already given that exothermic reactions are those reactions. Now the question comes that why do respiration is considered to be as exothermic reaction? Why it is exothermic reaction? Why respiration is an exothermic reactions? So you all know that you eat food, okay, and it goes into your cell. Then you breathe oxygen. Then this oxygen reaches to your lungs, and from lungs it gets diffused into the blood, and then from blood it reaches to your cell with the help of hemoglobin. It mixes with the hemoglobin and reaches to your cell, where it get oxidized, where it is used to oxidize the food and provide you energy. Combustion. The food that you eat is being combust and it is being providing you the energy. So this energy, like for example, if you don't eat the food for the whole day, your blood pressure will slow down. Like what happens if the whole day electricity is not at your home? What you will do? You will start using your inverter and you will not use fan and other stuff. You will use only lights during the night time, or you can use only one fan instead of using three fan. So you will start using less amount of. So if you didn't eat the food for the whole day, then what happens? What would happen? Your body will comes at the lower energy level consuming, and your blood pressure will be down. It will not allow us to use more energy. Na? The similar condition is for this one also, that in respiration the energy is being released, and this energy is used to perform various metabolic activities that are taking place inside our body. Like for example, pumping of heart to pump the blood to different part of the body. This requires energy. Na? Your kidney is filtering the blood. You are moving from one place to another. Can't you think that you are of 70 kg or 60 kg or 55 kg, and you know that if you are having a bag of 50 kg, okay, you require a battery for that now to move it faster. Like in a scooty, electric scooty, if you are going to move the scooty alone, you need a battery for that, na? Petrol for the bike. So anything that, so you are moving, so you require energy now. The food that you are eating, that is providing you the energy, and this energy is being used to perform various metabolic activities, locomotion, movement. Okay, so since respiration is related to the oxidation of food, and which help in the production of energy, in any process in which the energy is produced, we called it exothermic reactions. Okay, and this energy is also used in maintaining your blood temperature. Like you see that you are warm-blooded animals. We all human beings are warm-blooded animals. Now we require to maintain our body temperature 37 degrees Celsius. If the temperature goes down or if this temperature goes up, we need to visit the doctor to make it again. So what we does here is that even if your body temperature, the food that you are eating, like in the winters, there is outside the temperature is 20 degree or 10 degree Celsius, but your body temperature is still 37. So where does heat is coming from? The food that you are eating, that is providing you the energy, and this heat energy is being used to keep you warm. So respiration is the, we can say that in respiration, glucose is oxidized to produce energy in the cell. This energy is used to perform various metabolic activities in the body and help in maintaining the body temperature. Okay, so please memorize this question fast, and then you have to answer me the question, and then you will start writing. Ibad and Faizan and you, Abdul Kafi. This time I'm going to ask you because I didn't ask you from for the first. Uh, Memorize it fast. Okay. Once you are habitual in learning the question, it will take easy. It will be easier for you. You can easily learn. You memorized? Abdul Kavi? You memorized?
Yes.
Okay, speak. Speak. Okay, memorize it fast.
Done.
Faizan, you memorized? Faizan, I'm asking you, Faizan. Eh? Faizan, are you listening me? Listening to me? Is my voice is coming to others, student?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Faizan, is I'm audible to you? Faizan is not listening. Faizan is not listening. Yes, other students. Yes, you, Junaid, you memorized? You memorized why respiration is exothermic process? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Okay, speak. Okay, speak. Speak
Uh,
fast.
Glucose is oxidized to produce energy in uh, in respiration. It helps in metabolic activities, and it also helps in maintaining body
It
temperature.
Yeah. So you have to write it again that in respiration, glucose is oxidized to produce energy, okay, which is being used. Matlab, jo energy produce, that energy that we are producing here, that is used to maintain our body temperature and for various metabolic activities, okay. And okay, because of that, since then you have to write since there is a release of energy is taking place here, so it means it is an endothermic exothermic reaction, okay. Everyone
Okay.
understood? Yes, you, Ayan, speak the answer, please.
Glucose is oxidized to produce energy in the cells, which is used for various metabolic activities and also to maintain body temperature.
Okay, and then so So you have to write it. This other statement also. You have to add one statement also here, that since in respiration energy is least, okay, uh, or you can write it because in respiration energy is released and that energy is being used in performing various metabolic activities and maintaining body temperature. So that's why it is an exercise relation. Okay, understood? Yes, you, Ibad, you start
Yes.
writing. Are you writing without memorizing? Speak the answer without looking here and there, only to the camera.
Right now.
Yeah, start.
So in respiration, glucose is oxidized and it produces energy in the cell. The energy is used to perform various different like metabolic activities and it helps in maintaining body temperature.
Yes, you, Faizan. Now speak your answer, please.
In respiration, glucose is oxidized. Uh, Glucose is
It is
oxidized.
oxidized to perform to produce energy.
Produce energy, which is used to maintain the body temperature and the metabolism level.
Maintaining body temperature and various metabolic activities. So speak. So everybody start writing this answer, please, fast. Yes, you, Arish. Why you join so late? You done? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Next, what is endothermic reaction? Tell me first. Now it is opposite to that what you have learned exactly. Okay. It is opposite to that one. And what is that reaction? Tell me first. So what is it? Endothermic means the energy, the reaction in which energy is supplied or the energy given is more than the energy released. Energy given is more than energy released during the reaction. So you can write it like this way. So energy supplied is more than the energy released during the reactions. Okay. So this is called a endothermic reaction. And in the previous one, enthalpy was negative. So here it is enthalpy is positive. Okay. And these are non-spontaneous reactions and require continuous use of energy. So write it in your own words first. Endothermic reaction, write it in your own words. It is opposite to that of exothermic. Yes, you Ibad, are you writing?
Yes.
Okay. Done? Done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me
Yes.
fast. What is that? The definition. What is the definition of endothermic reactions? Tell me. Anyone?
The reaction in which energy is supplied during the reaction.
The reaction in which energy is applied during the reaction is less or more?
More.
More
Is more than energy released during the reaction. Okay. They are spontaneous or non-spontaneous?
Non-spontaneous.
spontaneous.
Non-spontaneous. They continuously require energy or require one-time initiation energy?
Continuously.
Continuously.
Continuously require
Continuously.
energy. Okay. They have enthalpy positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive. Okay. So if I'm going to give you the examples of endothermic reactions, like for example, if I'm talking about the nitrogen, like this is an endothermic reaction. Generally, all combustion reactions are like C plus O2 will gives you CO2. They are exothermic in nature, but when nitrogen combined with oxygen to gives you 2NO, or similarly when nitrogen combines with hydrogen to gives NH3. This require energy, heat. Why? Because you know that nitrogen is bonded with triple bond. Okay, nitrogen is bonded with triple bond. And if nitrogen is bonded with triple bond and oxygen is bonded with double bond, and the new product is forming, that is NO. So when I'm talking about the triple bond, to triple bond, for breaking the triple bond of nitrogen, a large amount of energy is being required. So here, the more energy we are using in breaking the bond as comparison to the energy released in forming the new bonds. Like for example, here the new bonds are going to form, the energy is being released here. Okay. Energy is being released. But here you are supplying more energy, because that's why nitrogen is used in filling, nitrogen gas is used for filling in chips. We fill them in chips. Why we fill them in chips? Chips packet, in order to prevent it from oxidation. Okay, in order to prevent it from rancid. Okay, Faizan, you are not concentrating. Are you looking somewhere? Always, I'm just do you have headphone
Sir,
along with? Do you have headphone
no,
along with
sir.
you? Use
No,
headphone.
my head is spinning, that's why.
That's why. And you are continuously looking here, there, something, not concentrating to my words. Beta, this is important class for you. Okay, I'm just trying to deal it. Otherwise, what I'm going to teach you about the exothermic, endothermic reaction, those reaction in which energy released, exothermic, those reaction in which energy given, energy is supplied, endothermic. That's all. Two example for this one and two example from that one. That's all. I'm teaching you each and everything so that you are going to score good marks in the, and you are able to be extraordinary student na? And you are not concentrating here. So what I'm saying here is that in case of N2 plus O2 to gives NO, it is also reacting with the oxygen. Like magnesium when react with oxygen, it gives you MgO, which is an exothermic reaction. Carbon when react with oxygen, it is an exothermic reaction. Okay. Another one is like you see that hydrogen when react with oxygen, it is also an exothermic reaction. But this is an endothermic reaction. Why? Because nitrogen is triple bonded. Nitrogen is triple bonded. And when nitrogen is triple bonded, what does it mean? That large amount of energy is being required. So whenever nitrogen is combining with any element, this is an endothermic reaction. You have to supply the energy, because nitrogen is not an inert gas, but it behaves like an inert gas because of its triple bond. Nitrogen is bonded with triple bond. There is a triple bond between nitrogen. So one by one, you are going to break all the three bonds. Large amount of energy is being required. So this is an example whether nitrogen is going to react with okay. Otherwise, like electrolysis of water, H2 plus O, when you electrolyze it, you will gives you, this is an endothermic reaction. Okay, AgCl, when you provide sunlight, it is an endothermic reactions. And it is also familiar that if a reaction from going from A to B, if it is exothermic, then the reverse of this reaction is always endothermic. Like H2 plus O2, if it goes backward, it is exothermic. You know, hydrogen gas, if you are just filling the hydrogen gas, you are burning the hydrogen gas, it is an exothermic. Okay, so here it requires endothermic. Okay, so energy is increased in the system, and these reactions are non-spontaneous in nature. Okay, and you have to keep in mind that N2 plus O2 will gives you 2NO. It is an oxidation reaction, but it is also we will simply say that it is an endothermic reaction. It is an exception for the nitrogen when react with oxygen, it is an endothermic. Other elements when they are going to react with oxygen, generally they are combustion reaction, and then during the combustion means fire means heat means energy. Okay, so other reactions in other cases like magnesium reacting with oxygen, calcium reacting with oxygen, they are all exothermic. But in this case, it is endothermic because here we are supplying more energy. Got it? You understood? Yes or no?
Yes.
Understood? And when we are doing the electrolysis of water, this sometimes so many times this question comes in examination that when you are doing the electrolysis of water, you will notice that hydrogen is means H2O if I'm talking. So H2 plus half O2. Half O2 you cannot write O because O it does not exist in the form of O. So the ratio of the hydrogen gas to the oxygen gases is 2:1. 2:1. You can balance it like this way. Like you have hydrogen gas plus oxygen gas. Sorry. When you are electrolyzing the water, okay, then during the electrolysis, you must keep in mind that always the hydrogen gas and the oxygen gas, you are going to get it in the in a ratio. Okay, and that is 2:1. So many times it is going to be asked in the examination that uh, when you are doing the electrolysis of water, the ratio of the hydrogen gas to the oxygen gas is. So when you balance it, you will find it that it is 2:1. Okay, 2 moles. When you are having 1 mole of means when you are having three cylinder of gas, the two cylinder in that will be of hydrogen and one cylinder is of oxygen. Okay, it will be always 2:1 ratio. Understood? Yes or
Yeah.
no? So this is
Yes.
two, and you will get right here 2, and this will become half. You can remove it. Okay. So note it down. During the electrolysis of water, the ratio to the volume of gas is 2:1. If you are leaving because your class is of 11 till 11 according to the Indian timing, is there any student in India right now? So if you are going to leave, you have to inform me. Okay, I will check the Ayan that how he leaves with the and Abdul Qavi without my permission. So I'll check it. Okay, you done? You noted? Yes or no? Just a minute. Let me come to it. Why it is not? Which other programs is there? Other programs. Okay. So these are about the exothermic and endothermic reactions. Like you can write it. Like the decomposition reactions generally are endothermic in nature. Like for example, AgCl when react with sunlight, it will give you Ag2 plus Cl2. Calcium carbonate when you heat, it is an endothermic reaction. So okay, photosynthesis is a reverse. You know that photosynthesis is the reverse of respiration. So in the photosynthesis, sunlight is being used now to prepare the food, glucose, sunlight. So we are using energy, sunlight energy. So that's why it is an endothermic reaction. Understood? So if the question comes in examination that why photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction, will you be able to answer? That in photosynthesis, sunlight is being converted into mechanical energy, which is used to convert or help in the production of food. So that's why. Will you be able to answer? No. So write down. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. Photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. Done. Is an exothermic reaction is an endothermic reaction because in this sunlight is used. Sunlight is used Sunlight is used in production of food.